It's the first federal budget since the Liberal National Party won government in Queensland. The new Treasurer Tim Nicholls says the state has fared badly, while motoring groups say there's no extra money for the Bruce Highway. But there are some winners. Millions of dollars will be poured into protecting the Great Barrier Reef and improving flood forecasting.
The Treasurer says last night's federal budget does little for Queensland, and it'll be difficult to deliver on all his election promises because of the massive drop in the state's share of GST revenues.
We're seeing no investment into our roads, into our railways, into our ports, so that's very disappointing for Queenslanders.
This is a complete and utter nonsense.
The Queensland government has promised $1 billion to upgrade the Bruce Highway, but it wanted extra federal funding too.
1 in 6 of all deaths on national highways in Australia occur on the Bruce Highway.
Farmers say it's a lost opportunity.
We need to get our commodities, our products to our customers, and road and rail are very key corridors for us.
It has huge safety and flooding issues, and it gets not $1.
But the opposition says there's ongoing funding for major projects.
We've seen over $880 million allocated to either begin, continue or complete construction for rail links and for upgrades to the Bruce Highway.
Businesses say they'll be worse off.
For Queensland, we're a state that's going to be hit with some of the incentives pulled out of the diesel fuel. We're going to get hit with the carbon tax. We're hit with the mining resource rent tax.
Councils wanted more money for flood mitigation.
We spend huge sums of money on recovery. If we could invest in mitigation, we'd prevent the problems from arising.
But they're happy the Roads to Recovery program has been renewed and that there's extra money for flood forecasting.
The $4.8 million allocation to the Bureau of Meteorology is welcomed.
There's also $12.5 million to study climate change and the Great Barrier Reef.
Predicting the impacts on the reef and also helping us map the healthy parts.
On one hand, the federal government's trying to give more money to save the Great Barrier Reef. On the other hand, the states are not standing up to the industry to say save the Great Barrier Reef.
The Greens say they're disappointed the budget didn't include a review of the massive dredging program in Gladstone Harbour, which is part of the reef's World Heritage Area. James Kelly, ABC News.